Give me all that you got now. Make you want me cause I'm hot now. I'm gone, so faded, I'm on one. Bang bang, pop up like a long gun.
Alright, hi y'all, it's your girl GRWM Opulence the Goddess, back with a new video. So school is starting very soon, it's like right around the corner, and I wanted to film like a summer / back to school type makeup tutorial because I did not do a summer makeup tutorial. I've been busy all summer. I got videos coming out though, y'all. I'm coming for y'all with the videos. But this is the look. It's very summery with the orange lip and the bronze face highlighted to the matte gauze. So I just hope y'all really enjoy this video. If you like it, y'all already know to give me a thumbs up. And I want y'all to comment down below if you're ready for school to start. If you're not ready, let us know how you feel if you are ready. Let us know why, hunty. Alright, I'm going out. Check the video out. Don't forget, like I said, just like, comment, subscribe. Color corrector in orange. And I'm just going to get those spots that need correcting. And really, the only spots I need are kind of on the side of my face. But I'm not going to really touch on those right now. I'm just going to touch on the little spots that I feel like are super dark. Because the foundation that I'll be using when I get there is good coverage. And I get, you know, around my mouth. Just a little bit, because I do have a little bit of a shadow per se there. And a little bit here because it's so dark here. But this is kind of like my contour area. So I'm just going to go right under it and yeah, do that. I will also get a little bit under my eyes, although not too much, just where that fine line is, because once I put concealer and my setting powder on to set my concealer in place, it tends to be a lot, and I don't want a lot of cakiness under my eye, so I just try not to overdo that. So that's step number one. For those of you that are wondering, yes, I have a bandeau top on. I do have clothes on. I'm not just sitting here naked. But I'm going to move into my eye. I'm going to move into eyeshadow. So I will be using this palette right here. It's an old dusty palette, but it gets the job. So I'm going to be taking a burnt orange color. It's very earthy, and it's great for summertime because, you know, in the summertime, honey, you're going to want that warmth. So I'm going to take that, and this is going to be my transition / crease color. And I'm really only using 3 colors from the same palette on my eyes today. And alright, so once you have that warm color kind of well blended into your crease, you're going to want to take a darker brown. Any dark brown in the palette is good. And start with the outer corner of the wing and just darken it up, okay? We need to be a little darker in the outer corner. And then blend that towards the inner corner like so. You know what I mean? Like so. Blending is key, everyone. Blending is key. Alright, and this one I'm using like a bone flesh color. And I'm just going to take this on my inner corner and blend it outwards. So it's just kind of like a nice transition. See how it's like getting lighter in that general area? Alright, so this is great for back to school because it's simple. You can use one palette, one brush. It gets the job done. Moving on to foundation. Alright, so today's foundation is the Revlon Color Stay. And this is in the color 450 Mocha and a half. So I just dab it really in the places that I really need full coverage first, which are the sides of my face. And then I take it up and blend it everywhere. And obviously I'm using a damp beauty blender to get this everywhere. And to cover up the milk and magnesia. Everything needs to be covered, and this is a great full coverage foundation. Not only that, but it's waterproof, so it's summertime when you go back to school. It'll be hot outside or hot inside if you want a school that does not have air conditioning, and this is great for that. So just don't forget to blend your neck too. So as of recent times, I have not been going for a super strong highlight. I've been using an old BB cream that's probably like a 1.5 years old, to be honest, as my concealer, because this summer I've been out in the sun a lot, so I did sort of kind of get a tan. So I have to use this because I do not want to be like, you know, super, well, I don't have to. I could go for a high highlight, like a very you know, snatched highlight, but recently I've did it on a toned down type of, and you know, if it's the first day of school, sometimes you might want to go for like a more toned down look, not a super beat glam look, because you might want to bring that out when there's an event on campus, honey, and show out. So I'm just using this. This is the old BB cream. I think it's Ruby Kiss BB cream, and I don't remember the shade. I think it's like, it's before deep, so it might be like medium or something. My skin was literally this color. In some areas it still is. Earlier this year in the wintertime, but like I said, I'm not going for super strong highlights, so I'll be using this one. And I will go in with a damp beauty blender, a different one, and blend this one out. So, you know, blending is key, as we already know. Just blend this out pretty good. Get those dark circles going from you staying up all those summer nights. And it also kind of like snatches the eyeshadow back a little bit, because when I was blending, I kind of was just blending free-handedly. I wasn't really caring too much about where it was going. And you can also take this a little bit up here if you want. But I'll also be taking powder here later when I set my under eyes. So that's why I don't really take too much there. I don't really have any blemishes there actually in the center of my face. I don't really conceal much in that area. And now I'm going to take my Ben Nye setting powder in Sienna and just set those under eyes in place, okay? I'm also going to set, I'm going to do like a little bit of reverse nose contouring with this. And just take that up my nose bridge. And once I brush that away, it'll leave like a little bit of a highlight, which will give you like that snatched type of look. Alright, and I don't really bake for too long. I kind of like sweep it off as soon as I put it on, to be honest. Because I just feel like the longer you leave it on, the more brighter it gets. And it's summertime, and I don't want to be too bright in the center of my face. That's just a personal thing. If you want to bake for longer, darling, so be it. All this stuff is interchangeable. This is just what I do. So, yeah, I'm just dusting that off. And as you can see, it snatches the eyeshadow back. Even though it's a very subtle eyeshadow look, it like snatches it. And now I'm going to go in with my Ben Nye powder in the shade Ebony and just kind of like contour my face. So I like to take this down my chin because my neck is darker than my face in my chest. My neck is just dark, child. And I'm going to take this and also lightly contour my face with it. It's not really lightly, actually, now that I think about it, but you know, contour my face. I'm also going to go and lightly contour my nose. Well, I keep saying lightly, but snatch the nose up with the same powder because it's darker than my skin slightly, and snatch my nose, child, because I don't know, I'm just in the mood for a snatched one today. You could stay with that setting it like I said before as a reverse contour, but today I just felt like setting it too with this. Plus when I add that highlight, child, it's really going to be rhinoplasty, okay? Now I'm going to take some Black Radiance powder in the shade Cafe and reverse contour. So kind of go right under that contour and just blend that out because my face is a little bit darker over there. Yeah, and that just sets that as well as setting around my mouth. You see this little pimple I have? It's driving me crazy. Today's blush is Sunset Safari. It's such a like nice warm like color, as you can see. Like it's just so warm. I use this. I'm gonna do an everyday makeup tutorial. This is not my everyday. This is just back to school. And when I do, I'm telling you, I pile this on, honey. I pile this on because I don't know. I feel like it just goes so well with my skin. I also take it a little bit up here. I know it's weird, but it's so warm that you can kind of bronze with it. Like you can do double, honey. Double it up. But I love it. I really love this color. It's super popping, super fleshy. You know what I mean? I'm dark skin. I don't blush when I really do blush, but honey, I'm a blush today, okay? And this is the last step of the face before we go into lashes, and you know because it's summer and you gotta go back popping, you gotta go back shining, you gotta go back glistening. You better highlight, and I'm using this one by Clean Colors, and I do not know the name of it because I got it for free. But look at that. Look at that. Now look at that. Come on now. Come on, highlight. I want to lightly get my under eyebrow because that should be a little popping too, you know, I think. Get up here some, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just put it in the dimensions of the face where you really want light to hit. Like, I like light to hit everywhere if you ask me. Snatch the nose, snatch the button, you know, make it buttony. Get that upper lip, honey, you know, snatch the lips. I like, my technique is really to take it under the eye and then get here because I feel like it brightens up your under eye too. Especially because this one is like a golden undertone type thing. It works out well for that. So yeah. Now I'm going to set my brows in place with this brow gel that I got from Primark. Yes, y'all, I got it from Primark. It's in like dark brown and it like darkens my eyebrows just slightly, you know, just like darkens the hair slightly, which is what I love about it. I do this last because sometimes like foundation and stuff, as we all know, can get all over your brows. Concealer can get on your brows. And this just kind of like darkens it back up for me. You know what I mean? Fixes whatever I messed up in the process of beating the face. And now I'm just going to move on to mascara. I got this from Primark, by the way. This is $1.50. Hit your local Primark up and pick that joint up, okay? Because it's popping. Popping whopping. My lashes today are going to be by Wet n Wild. I never tried these, but we're going to see. I'm just going to put on mascara. You already know what that looks like when people put on mascara. Tack these babies on, and I'll be back for lipstick. For lipstick. For lipstick, okay? Just a quick review on the lashes. I like them. They're very natural. They're very natural, but they also make like the look pop. For lipstick, I'm going with orange. I know, right? But the orange is kind of bright for my skin complexion, so I'm gonna lay down some red in this NYX matte red lip cream in the shade Amsterdam. And no, I am not using a liner. So I'm using this on the outside, like the perimeter. And now I want to go in with, this is the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade, what LSL, what the hell? The color name is not on here. Orange County. Orange County, darling. I'm taking this in the center. I'm just gonna rub those two together. Did you like that ombre type of like fruity lip effect? I'm gonna let this set and mattify. In the meantime, I'll be back. I'm gonna go slay my edges, get dressed, because I'm not going out wearing this. And I'll be back for the finishing look.
Give me the trees and we can smoke it, yeah. Smoke it, yeah. Just give me the drink and we can pour it, yeah. Pour it, yeah. And my enemies, they see me living now. Living now. And if you roll with me, then you'll be winning.